I just played South of Midnight early, and here's my first impressions. This is coming from Compulsion Games, the creator of games like We Happy Few, so definitely a developer that makes great games, and I got to play the entirety of Chapter 3, where I got a chance to learn about the game mechanics, try out the combat, the exploration, and the platforming. First off, let's talk about the combat, where you play as Hazel, who's a weaver with magical abilities in this fantasy deep south, and with that background, you fight with her weaver powers and attacks. So you have your basic attacks that let you combo, and then you have different weaver spells like push, pull, and weave, which do damage or pull your foes in for combos or stun lock your foes, really allowing you to crowd control multiple enemies. The combat was pretty fun and challenging. You have to dodge often because the enemies do a lot of damage, but it's easy to pick up and the different enemy types keep the gameplay fresh. Speaking of abilities, you'll get a chance to upgrade them throughout the game, giving you more attacks, and that's done by exploration because you'll find these ability point pickups throughout the map. The world itself is quite interesting and the movement feels good where you're fast and nimble, have your weaver powers that help you traverse like double jump and even a glider, and there's a good amount of platforming in this game as well. It plays as an action adventure platformer that's very story driven. So you have your normal exploration, but also platforming through jumping, running across walls like Prince of Persia style, or scaling ledges. The story is unique where it takes place in the deep south, and as a weaver, you're helping mend people's broken trauma, so you get to kind of see into their past, reminding me of Spiritfarer in a way. But the ultimate goal is to find your lost mom who was swept away in a hurricane. In this fantasy land, you meet mythical creatures such as Catfish, who I got to meet in this chapter, who's your large catfish companion and also the narrator for the game. And all the bosses are inspired directly by Southern folktale. This game could be worth keeping an eye on, and it comes out on April 8th and is actually only $40 as opposed to a full price game, and is coming day one to Game Pass. So easily worth checking out if you're a Game Pass owner. Big shout out to Compulsion Games and Xbox for allowing me to play the preview build because